Dear brothers, I am Adama. Continuing our journey, today we will comment on chapter 14 of book 2 of Telos. In this chapter, two important glands in their bodies are discussed, the pituitary and the pineal. Many ask themselves, why do some brothers have easy contact with beings of light and others cannot achieve this contact? The path of each soul is defined at the moment of its creation. Each soul is created for a purpose. No soul is created without purpose. Some souls are special, they are souls who undertake interstellar missions, who present themselves to be part of armies, to work directly in the battles against the non-light. And so they are prepared throughout their existence, for the moment of that mission to happen. But there is at no time an inferior soul and a superior soul, there are different purposes. Many ask themselves, what did I come for in this incarnation? What is the purpose of my soul? And many cannot find an answer. It's because they basically compare themselves with other more evolved souls. And from the moment there is comparison, the ego starts to trigger that, you are nothing, what did you do, where are you important, and then you start to think that you are truly inferior, that you came here on a trip, as many of you say. So I'm going to give some examples of soul functions, those that come to shelter new souls, be mothers or fathers of important souls, as they must know how to raise them, educate them so that they become what they were created for. Many come to care for animals, many come to bring peace among a people, many come to serve. But to serve with your heart without diminishing yourself for it. So I can tell each one of you that your souls did not come here for a walk. Each soul when incarnated has a purpose. And each soul fractal, wherever it is, will be fulfilling the same purpose, in different ways, but it will be fulfilling the same purpose. No one is inferior to anyone, neither as a human being nor as a soul. So what is said in this chapter? That very soon, all those who continue on the journey of ascension will regain their innate soul powers. All souls have powers. Over time, with the incarnations you had and the entire process of duality, these powers became obscured or obstacles were created for them to act. But they are there. They belong to the soul. The fractal has the same powers as the soul. So many today already have their powers active, others are just starting out. But is anyone superior because of this? No, it's not. Let's say that many came for the mission to be a little further ahead, so they could attract those behind. So do not consider yourself inferior to those who today have direct contact with the beings of light, because you all have this contact. They can't because they don't believe. They can't do it because they don't train. They can't do it because they think they don't deserve it. The day you accept that you are equal to everyone else and that you will be able to have this contact, you will. Because it is there, innate in your soul. You are not doing anything to have something new. What you are doing is unblocking something that has been prevented from acting. And that is what the light that is coming is doing. And that's where the glands I mentioned at the beginning come in. The pineal gland, in most of human civilization, is practically a stone, because substances were placed in their food to calcify this gland. And a calcified gland, what happens? She almost runs out of energy, the energy necessary for telepathy, for contact with beings. It is the gateway to your communication with your higher self, and from there with all other beings. So what is the light doing? It is decalcifying this gland. She is constantly bombarding this gland to get it back to what it once was. Is the process quick? No, it's not, because millennia have been calcifying this gland, and the decalcification has to be proportional to the evolution of the being. Those who have not awakened yet, the intensity is lower. Why? Because it depends on his will. For those of you who are awake, yes, the intensity is maximum, so that it decalcifies this girl and she can serve her purpose, which is contact with the astral. Many of you today already have this contact, but you don't believe it, you think it's all in your head, something of the mind. So start believing in what you receive as thoughts and your intuitions. When you start to believe that they are not things of the mind, you will see that the contact exists. We make no distinction as to who calls us, neither us nor the beings of light. Each one who invokes our name or thinks of us, the connection ends, we receive, and we give back. It depends on each person how they will receive it. Many of you are receiving direct communication from us as you are on this journey. We, the Lemurians, are acting directly in your hearts, giving you strength, courage, and help on this journey, showing you some things, helping you find the way. So, don't think that we are here just talking. We are all connected with everyone who is making this journey, and passing on to each one, a lot of love and a lot of light, collaborating in the ascension process, collaborating in the decalcification of their pineal gland. Don't fear anything. The powers will appear the moment you are ready. Nothing happens before its time. You cannot have all the powers without being ready to live them. Many claim that they see, they do. Careful. Those who propagate a lot about what they see, do, and happen, normally none of this is true. The powers belong to each person. It is the ego that needs to spread them, not the truth. So if you have something that's happening to you, that's yours, you don't need to publish it to the world. Live in your moment, because this is also evaluated, and you can take a step back. So everyone live their moment. Each one increases their intensity of the light that arrives so that everything begins to change. And it is in this way, always moving forward, that you will have your powers back, but each one in their own time when they are ready. I tell you, such powers are often not pleasant. Seeing, you won't always see good things, but you won't always be able to pass them on. Then you will suffer alone without being able to say a word, because what you are seeing is part of the other person's journey and you will not be able to avoid it. Will it be easy to live with this? I assure you it is not. It takes a lot of love in the heart and a lot of preparation to have access to everything that is to come. So, be patient because everything will happen at the right time, at the right time. And don't think that you will have powers just for the sake of having them. These powers must always be applied in the name of love, in the name of light, otherwise you will be leaving the path of ascension and entering another path in a very dangerous way. Cleaning your glands is done through food, lots of water, and the emanation of lots of love. The more you take care of this, the faster the process becomes. You are prepared more quickly. Just trust and believe, everything will happen at the right time.